मेरे कंधे पे मेरे साथ मेरा तिरंगा है जो मुझे बता रहा है कि नहीं हूँ मैं आपके साथ।
Dragon contact and soft capture complete.
Axiom Mission 4 crew have arrived to the International Space Station.
It is a privilege to be amongst the few who have got the chance to see the Earth from a vantage point. It has been a wonderful ride.
The long wait is finally over. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla has become the first Indian astronaut to visit the International Space Station, marking a historic milestone for the country. After a flawless liftoff from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida on June 25th, the SpaceX Dragon successfully docked with the ISS 28 hours later, completing a critical phase with precision. With this achievement, Shukla becomes astronaut number 634, a numerical testament to the exclusive league of spacefarers, the special ones who get to see the beautiful Earth from a vantage point. But for India, the moment is deeply symbolic and proud. From a young boy in Lucknow who grew up reading about cosmonaut Rakesh Sharma in school textbooks like many of us, and his unforgettable words, Sare Jahan Se Acha, spoken from the space in 1984, echoing the timeless verse by poet Muhammad Iqbal, to soaring through the skies as a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force, and now carrying the tricolour on his shoulders and making India's debut at the International Space Station, Shukla's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. He knows he carries the hopes of over 1 billion Indians on a mission backed by ISRO's 550 crore investment, a vital stepping stone towards India's bigger goal, Gaganyaan. Confident and composed, Shukla seemed unfazed by the effects of microgravity, even as he admitted, "The head feels a little heavy." Visuals assured him effortlessly floating aboard the ISS, smiling as he greeted the 7 astronauts already on board. "Namaskar, my dear countrymen, what a ride. We are back in space again after 41 years, he declared. So what next? Over the next 14 days, the 4 crew members, including Peggy Whitson, Group Captain Shukla, Slavos Ozanki and Thibaut Kapu, will carry nearly 60 experiments from 31 countries. Shukla will focus on the 7 he has been given by ISRO. He's no scientist, but astronauts are trained to conduct experiments in space. He'll study the growth of edible microalgae, the tiny nutrient-rich organisms that could be a future food source for long-term space missions, as well as photosynthetic cyanobacteria that could one day improve the future life support systems for our astronauts. He'll also collect data monitoring muscle dysfunction in space, cognitive impact of computer screens on astronauts, which will help us design user-friendly spacecraft computers. The experiments also involve the study of tardigrades, tiny creatures, to understand how they survive the extreme conditions in microgravity. Interestingly, ISRO is also exploring the potential of growing crops in space to ensure a reliable food source for future astronauts. This will be done by germination and growth of crop seeds in microgravity and examining their effects on the genes over multiple generations. Now, since the mission was delayed for almost 3 weeks, there's a bit of a concern on how many of these experiments are still viable. So we spoke to scientists and they told us that most of the microbial samples can normally withstand delays if stored under proper conditions. But the ones carrying pre-cultured stem cells have a limited viability window, typically 3 to 8 days, after which they have to be discarded and fresh samples are needed. Now, in the days ahead, we'll learn much more about the mission and its milestones. But before the scientific work begins, the Axiom crew will receive a comprehensive briefing on the ISS, its current systems, experiments, and ongoing operations. With 7 astronauts already on board, the arrival of the 4-member Axiom crew brings the total crew on the ISS to 11. There are also plans for live interactive sessions on the ISS as it passes over ground-based tracking centers and establishes communication links. One of the highlights will be Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's interaction with school students back home, a moment that promises to inspire the next generation of spacefarers. Who knows, it may just spark the dream in one young mind to become India's next astronaut. The schedule is packed and the excitement is just beginning. We'll keep bringing you updates as they unfold. Until then, look up. You might just spot the ISS gliding through the night sky as it orbits the Earth like a bright, fast-moving star.